water last week.
Good. Be on live. All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We the real Hebrew Israelites coming out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of the United States of America, which is known as Mystery Babylon, the Great, according to the scriptures. We're going to face the east and give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakakadash.
and double honors to our teachers, the head apostles, and elders, the great millstone, who taught us this truth, and peace and salutations to the elect that are scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth, teaching this gospel. Okay, looking for a spot on that chariot and safety from the Lord in times to come. Right, because we know the times that's coming down the pipeline. You know, our elders and apostles been warning our people for decades and decades. There's gonna come a time to where all hell is gonna break loose here in the United States of America, and the main target is gonna be Israelites, the people that's on this side, the so-called Negro all the way down to the so-called Mexican, man. Okay, the Lord is about to let Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, unleash the sword on you, man. All right, and our people are not prepared. That's why we're set up here to warn our people to get the blood off our hands, man. Because when shit hit the fan, ain't gonna be coming to the prophets asking how you repent. It tells you that in Jeremiah 15th chapter. Where shall we go? We gonna tell you where you're supposed to be going, man. Okay, we told you the right way was this way. Okay, teaching this gospel, man. But you chose another way, and that other way is not gonna get you on the chariot, man, or it's not gonna get you into that strong tower of the name of the Lord, man. All right. So we're gonna get into some scriptures. Start off with Becca 2.
I got you. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. Want me to start verse 1?
Yeah, come.
And I will start at verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Right, that's Habakkuk. Okay, the Lord, he said he stood upon his watch, meaning what? You got your head on the swivel, man. All right, because back in the ancient times, there was a battlement, okay, set upon Jerusalem, the holy city. And through that battlement, you would have watchmen walking around, okay, or posted in the watchtower, looking for danger that's coming. All right, and this symbolizes what we're doing here in these times right now. Jacob watch the news, and the spirit to be on to do a lesson. That's warning our people, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and see what he will say unto me. And it says, Habakkuk 2:1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. It says, verse 2, and the Lord, Yahweh Shai, answered me and said, write the vision, and make it plain upon tables.
And that's what all the prophets did. They wrote this vision and they made it plain upon tables. But if it was plain on tables, everybody would know what it's talking about. It's talking about for the elect.
Yep.
Okay, what does it say? As my ways are plain to the holy, so are they stumbling blocks to the wicked. Okay, 2/3 of our people are not going to understand these scriptures. Okay, hey, what did Paul say about? What did Peter say about Paul's writing? They wrestle with him.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, real quick,
You know.
2 Peter 3. You got it right.
You know, so our people, they wrestle with these scriptures to get the understanding of it, man. But the only understanding is gonna come from who the Lord set up, man. We believe that it's the elders and apostles, the great millstone, and their teachers and their elders, man. Okay, you got it.
This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 16. As also in all his epistles,
Epistles is talking about Paul.
speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood,
Right.
which they that are unlearned and unstable rest.
Right. So when you get into these scriptures without the true precept upon precept, line upon line, you gonna stumble at the understanding of the scriptures, man. You're gonna read it as if it's a fairy tale, but this is not gonna happen. If it is, it's gonna be 1,000 years from now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? No, the Lord gave certain men the understanding of the scriptures and sent them out on the highways, right, to warn the people, man. Okay? What you got?
Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 1 says, run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, And see now.
And if I can say because Jerusalem is a people for its place.
That's right.
All right, so we are the streets of Jerusalem right now, man. All right, and this is why, like the brother's going into, this message is being plainly explained, but only the elect is going to be able to understand, man. You know, you got it right.
It says, and know, and seek in the broad places thereof, if ye can find a man, if there be any that executeth judgment, that seeketh the truth, and I will pardon it.
Right, and we know that's going to be a short percentage of Israelites, man. Okay, now Israelites is a huge nation, man. The Lord says stars of heaven, as the sand of the sea. So who knows? It's over 1 billion Israelites out here, but guess what? Not all 1 billion of those Israelites got the truth, man. Hey, the Lord says it's a remnant and elect. A remnant means remainder, man. Remainder of what? What are they going to be a remainder of? The destruction of the United States of America. All right, those are the ones that's going to receive this message, man. Okay, go back to Habakkuk 2.
Habakkuk 2 and verse 2. And the Lord said, and it's like it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Right, we ran, like you said, run to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, man. We are here in the chief marketplace, man. Okay, warning our people, because that's where most of the elect will be at, man. They're not going to be in a fucking hood, okay, listening to a camp talk about the Lord ain't white. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't go to the hood, man. All right, we come out here in the chief marketplace, man. Okay? Because not only do Israelites look like Negroes and Hispanics, man, or Native Americans, man. They look like the rest of these heathen nations too, because we're scattered among them.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because if we teach in the hood, you'll be teaching the same group of people every week. Somebody from the other side of town, they're not coming to a different hood frequently every week. To everybody coming to these type of places, so everybody that the elect that's coming out, they're gonna get the understanding.
Right.
If we go teach on Buckeye every weekend, it's only gonna be Buckeye niggas that get the message. What about the people that live on the other side of town too?
All right. Hey, those were the same ones that sought to overthrow Jeremiah, man. Right. See, we ain't out here for niggas, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't out here for nobody that's fully persuaded in their own mind, man. If you ain't fully persuaded with the doctrine, then we ain't here for you, man. You know, and you ain't gonna find that in the hood, man. Dealing with Keisha and fucking niggas that every 5 seconds they pulling their pants up, man.
It says, verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Now, there's many visions in the scriptures, man. Okay? This is a specific scripture that the Lord is telling about Habakkuk, man. All right, go ahead,
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right. Go ahead.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Right, and that vision is talking about what? Thermonuclear destruction, as well as the MOTV, man. Famine of the word, Jacob's trouble. That's the vision that's appointed for a certain time, man. And that certain time is nearing, man. We already in it. Okay, but it's about to get worse, man. All right, you have something called Operation Dark Winter, where Esau likes to put out pestilences, and through those pestilences, he causes lockdowns, man. Okay, and before that even comes aboard, man, you're gonna have civil war breaking out, bro. You know, Chicago, Trump sending the troops to Chicago. The brother just showed me a picture saying he loved to smell the deportations in the morning, man. I do too, man. Go ahead,
This is Jeremiah, chapter 18, verse 11. Now therefore go to, speak to the men of Judah.
Yeah, that's it, the men of Judah, because it started with Judah first, the head tribe, man. Okay, and Judah was going to raise up the rest of his brethren. Okay, Judah's the so-called Negro, man. All right? The mightiest tribe and nation on the planet Earth, man. All right? So the Lord is a so-called, not so-called, but he's a Judite, man. He descends from the lineage of David, man. And the Lord said he was going to give him, David's son, a kingdom that's everlasting, man. The only son we know that David that took the throne was Solomon. Now, did he have everlasting kingdom? No, man. Yahweh Shai, who is spiritually in the reincarnation, Solomon, he's coming back to restore his kingdom. Before he comes back, it's going to be great tribulation, man. Okay? Go ahead.
This says, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I frame evil against you, and devise a device against you. Return ye now every one from his evil way, and make your ways and your doings good. Yeah, so if you don't turn from your evil way, you're going to be a part of what's about to happen in Chicago. You see, Yahweh Shemel Shai is about to bring evil to you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? It says, verse 12, and they said, there is no hope, but we will walk after our own devices, and we will everyone do the imagination of his evil heart. So that's proof. You see, you people, you go after your own devices. You think to your own understanding, and by doing so, destruction is coming near. All right.
And the scripture says that men have sought many adventures. You know what I'm saying? So these are all the things outside the structure, man. You know what I'm saying? That not only Jake, but mainly Esau Edom tries to use, man. Yeah,
can you go to that picture that you showed me about Trump? Chicago's here. You know, because what Esau is doing is he's about to make an example out of these major cities, man. Okay, and from them cities, that's how it's going to be in all cities, man. You got National Guards that have been deployed to New York, not New York, but LA, if I'm not mistaken. They've been deployed to California. You know, about to be deployed to Chicago, DC. Yep. You see what I'm saying? This is a prelude of what's about to come upon the earth. Harsh laws, man. Yep. Okay, major lockdowns, harsh laws. Right? If you blinking out the blind and they tell you to stop looking out the window, guess what? You don't do it, they're gonna put your ass to death, man. All right? If you want to curb, right? If you want to curb by at 8:59 and you ain't in the house by 9 o'clock, they putting your ass to death, man. Right? So this is what's coming to the planet Earth, man. You Jakes like to believe that the so-called white man is going to help you in these times. No, man. He's going to help you to fall, man. All right.
And Jake always talk about them draconian laws. You know what I'm saying? Well, we in the belly of the beast. You know, this is. You know what I'm saying? NATO and the EU. This is the great dragon. You know what I'm saying? You know that Roman Empire. You know, the establishment of the Roman Empire revised. Well, Esau about to go back to them old ways, man. He about to show his horns again. Where you get to the point where he start putting you niggas to death, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do what he wants you to do, man.
Yeah. And a brother look up when Draco began to use harsh back in the Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying? Real quick.
Let me read what Trump said. He says, I love the smell of deportations in the morning. Chicago, about to find out why it's called the Department of War. This devil is letting you know he's coming to wage war against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in Chicago and every inner city across the United States. He's about to bring great wrath. He doesn't like you, man. And he ain't supposed to like you.
Right.
Because he's the devil. Okay? That's who he is.
Got it. Say, do you want the whole overview of it, or just?
I mean, if it's any meat on it, you know what I'm saying? Because hey, don't forget that's where the draconian measures stem from. Okay, this man Draco.
It say Draco was an ancient Athenian, not Roman, lawgiver. He enacted notoriously harsh legal code for city-state of Athens around 621 BCE. His laws prescribed the death penalty for even minor offenses, which the origin of the modern term draconian.
So he was around during the Greek Empire there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but that's everything. Hey, like the brother had said about the, you know, Trump loves the smell of deportation in the morning, man. These are all draconian measures, man. That the Lord requires, man. He requires that which you have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Trump, he likes the smell of seeing Israelites getting put to death too.
Yep.
You know, not just him, but all Edomites, man.
Yep.
You know, you got something called the book, The Delectable Negro, but you also got another book, I forgot what it's called. Damn, man, it's a book that they stopped selling, but it shows pictures of, not Edomites, but Israelites, the tribe of Judah getting hung. Damn, I had to find a book, you know, but You know, that's what they want to go back to when they say make America great again. They want to see Jakes hanging on the street corners off a pole, man.
Yep.
All right, or being chained up as a slave, okay, or being used as food, man. You see, hey, the Lord about to show people how Esau really get down, man. We know, but we haven't seen him get down in a while either, man. But we know how extreme this guy can get, man. All right.
Hey, history will tell you.
Yeah.
You know how extreme Esau can get, man. All right. He has a pattern of works, man. That shows him. Or that should show everybody, but the elect know that he's the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Okay?
Because if go ahead.
Yeah, it only been a couple decades ago when you had a laughing barrel where the joke was so funny. Every nigga had to run and laugh in the barrel. You had to go through the back doors. You couldn't look at a white. When white people came around, you had to look at the ground and walk. You wasn't allowed to make eye contact with them. It was some extreme ass rules that that wasn't that long ago when they was even being placed. It wasn't nothing but what. A little bit before the 70s, right around there. That's not even half a century ago, really.
That's right.
What you got?
Still got that Habakkuk.
Anybody got something?
I got something.
Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city.
Shit, brother. Start at 14.
Verse 14, brother. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Right. When you see woe in the scriptures, that's not a good thing, man. What Lamentations 2 said, this book is a book of lamentations, mourning, and woe. Now, can somebody go to that word woe in that verse real quick? Read the verse and then go into the word. Ezekiel, Lamentations, mourning, and woe.
Ezekiel 2.
Okay. Lamentations mean what? Lament, which means to cry. That's what Jeremiah was doing in the book of Lamentations. Okay, he wrote down what was going on, what took place. And he painted a vision of what happened to our people, man. All right? And it wasn't a sight to see. I know in the 4th verse of Lamentation, the 4th chapter of Lamentation, it talked about how our women have sighted their children, man. Sighting means to boil. All right? Because why? Jerusalem was sieged back then by Nebuchadnezzar, roughly around 586, if I'm not mistaken, BC. You know, and he sieged the city, cut off water supplies, he cut off incoming goods, he cut off outcoming goods. He literally deprived people of living. Okay, it's to the point where our people had to resort on one another, and it wasn't for help. It was to survive off of their children or the people, man, their own neighbors, man. So this time, Yahushua said, there's a time like never before. Jeremiah said that. Alas, for that time is great. It is never to none like it. It is either the time of Jacob's trouble or butchering it. Okay, so this thing is going to be 100. Hey, the Lord about to put the K.O.K.N. on the trouble that's coming upon the planet Earth, man. Okay? If you don't know what K.O.K.N. means, it's a multiplier, man. All right? It's going to be extreme out here. Okay?
I think I got that word, lamentation. It's
Hold on,
okay, you got it.
All right, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2 and verse 10. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe.
Lamentations, mourning, and woe. Okay, mourning meaning what? You're crying out after the loss of something, man. Go ahead, you got the word woe?
Yeah, this is the word for woe. It says Strong's H, 1958, lamentation, wailing.
Wailing, crying.
That's what I looked the word wailing up. It says crying with pain and grief.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to add that in there.
Yeah, right.
Crying with pain and grief. It ain't just crying, grief. Okay, that's horrible. That's a sad feeling. If you gotta eat your child, that's grief. Okay, if you gotta watch that, that's crying with pain and grief.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a part of something that you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans haven't experienced in this lifetime. But the Lord said that was then shall be, and you're about to go through it again because you would turn back, as the scriptures say.
Hey, it's going to say that the mighty man shall cry their bitter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you're going to you're gonna have big ass, even well-off people, man. You know what I'm saying? Financially, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, even the finances aren't going to be enough to get you past this situation, man.
Right.
The only thing that's going to get you past this situation is the king of these 12 tribes right here, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, man.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, man. Hey, you're gonna have a lot of evictions, man.
Yep.
You know, I just did a lesson on guy Larry Fink who owns BlackRock. The fucking small hat, man. He talking about if you ain't no more giving us an option on compliance, man. They about to enforce this shit. All right, and Larry Fink, the company BlackRock, it owns majority, if not all, the real estate that in the planet Earth, man. This is a small hat, bro. You see what I'm saying? And this is why Esau is gonna come down with great rap, because it's being exposed that they're not the true people of the Holy Scriptures, man. They're imposters. They're the wicked of the Bible, man. Okay, you got that?
Yep. This is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near.
Yeah.
It is near. It has graced greatly.
Read it again.
Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near. It hasteth greatly.
Yep.
Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
Right, the great day of the Lord is talking about what? The thermonuclear destruction and these judgments that's about to come, man. All right? When you type in day of the Lord, just type in, see how many times that come up, day of the Lord, okay? It comes up, it got to be over 100 times, man. All right, so this is a significant day that the Lord gave his prophets. He told them, like, on this specific, I ain't going to say this specific day, but he said there's going to be a time where these visions are going to come to pass and it's going to hit you like a brick, okay? And this time is coming, the time is now, man, all right? Go ahead.
In the Blue Letter Bible, it came up 380 times from Genesis all the way to Revelation.
See? So that great day, we looking forward to it, man. All right, we're not looking forward to the Lord coming back with hugs and kisses and flowers and candy. No, we waiting on the Lord to come back and with the chariots of heaven, like the so-called UFOs and those thermonuclear missiles hitting the United States of America, man. Right. That's what we're waiting for the Lord to do. Okay, and then we waiting on Him. Lord willing, we are that number to be delivered, man. All right, because somebody got to get delivered, man.
Right.
All right.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and verse 4. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, right? You're going to have more boarded houses, like the brother said, more evictions. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you get evicted. You get, you know what I'm saying, the houses and the windows get boarded up. You know what I'm saying? If ain't nobody going to be living there.
Or the motherfucking Esau Salakia, he wouldn't even board it up, bro. He'd just let that shit sit there and decay on its own, bro. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, this a housing problem. You got homeless people out here, but you still got a whole bunch of space out here. The whole planet Earth is not filled up. You know, land is still available. But the fact that you got houses out here with nobody in them, that's a problem, bro.
Right.
You know, you can literally fix the whole Earth's problems, but you bankers ain't gonna do it because you're greedy, man.
Yeah.
All right. You want to see people starving, and you want to feel like a God, man. And the Lord gave you that power, man. But guess what? He's gonna strip it from you too, man. All right.
They need to operate out of chaos.
Yeah.
Like that's what the devil does, man. He thrives in chaos, man.
Right.
Chaotic situations. So this is why everything that we see here on here in this society, man, it clashes with each other, man. And nothing flows smoothly, man.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Because ultimately, why? Esau doesn't want that. He doesn't want a nation full of people that's going along with the ride. You know what I'm saying? And it's an easy way, man. He wants you to be all jacked up and one over here one day and then over here the next day. You know, this is just the Tower of Babel, man.
Yeah.
Hey, the elites are already kind of panicking right now anyway because of what Robert Kennedy's doing with these, I don't want to say the word, with these MACs, trying to not make them so that they're not mandatory. So that's cutting into their profits right there because these big pharmaceutical companies are hurting.
Yeah. Hey, because imagine the profit that happened when they was forcing the jab on you. When they were, saying, hey, you're going to get fired if you don't take the jab.
Oh, they didn't force it. They did. They did.
Yeah.
Strongly advised.
Yeah,
right.
Or you won't be working, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what Esau's gonna do with that, and that's what he's gonna do with that micro C here, man.
Yeah, and you know, every major move that Esau do, he leave a little wiggle room to get exposed. Like, you know what I'm saying? When he brought forth the match, a lot of people was taking it, but a lot of people was dying from it. You know, and you got a lot of people looking at you like, man, how you gonna tell us to take this, and then we end up getting sick, even sicker than we probably could have been just getting the thing, the disease, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like every major move he do, he get exposed just a little bit. It's like he inching towards his ultimate destruction, man. And that's because he having them. That the Lord is bringing that tension towards him. Revelation 12:12. It's like the Lord he putting that heat on him, man, and that's gonna cause him even more to show his horns, man. You know what I'm saying?
Just real quick, you just mentioned something about how much property this devil owns, and he'll allow certain buildings to go unoccupied. Yeah. And you got homelessness and everything. So I asked ChatGPT first, how many people live in the United States of America roughly? It said 345 million, give or take. Then I asked, could they all live in the state of Texas? The answer was yes. So that tell you right there, this devil, he be lying to you saying that we're running out of space. He created ChatGPT, not me. I just asked a question. You know what I'm saying?
Not you, you sure. Check your pocket, nigga. That ChatGPT money,
man. And as we see with these Edomites, it's really a power thing with them. You know, like everything we're going into, it's just an Edomite. He want to flex his power with that God complex. He want to show you that he empowered us. If Jake was in rule, nigga, if you got 500 this month, all right, you keep your house. Give me what you got. At least I'm there. Exactly. Jake be like, I just want something. Right. He might be like, it ain't about the money, nigga. I just want you to know that I control what you got to bed of.
Right.
That's how it is, man. Fuck it up.
Yeah, like I say, because with what the brother Amala had brought out, it's easy for Esau to do that, but he keeps the population in big clusters. Yeah. Because why? Because now the population is more easily controlled with a police force. If everybody operates, if it was 345 million people in the state of Texas, then it would be all out chaos. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But now if you have the city of Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? In the city of Omaha, right? In the city of New York City, and then Houston. You know, all these big metropolitan populations that's controlled by different small police force militias, man. Right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's how Esau is able to. It's called divide and conquer. It's a war strategy.
Yeah, I was just looking at it this morning. It's like we go on like Google Maps or Apple Maps or whatever. You would see like if you weren't looking at it, you would think it's just little gray spots and other little scratches. And you look down, them is whole ass cities, and it'd be like big ass grass fields for 400 miles until you get to the next big city. So you could just tell like. Of course, you had cities in the ancient world, but not like this, where everybody squeezed in shoulder to shoulder. Now, you can see some cities from space because the light's so bright, it's so much concrete. The Lord ain't designed it that way.
Hey, we're just going to talk about in the book of Isaiah. Woe to him that builds his house. What's that?
Spirit.
We over here looking it up.
Really got to find. No. Isaiah.
House to house.
Yeah, house to house. Yeah, that's what it is.
Isaiah 5 and 8.
Fine.
I got you. This is Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 8. Woe unto them that join house to house, that they lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth.
Hey, there go that word woe again.
Yep.
You know, hey, this is what it is. At least, like even apartment buildings like that, man. You ain't supposed to be so close to your neighbor. You can smell what the hell type of soap they use to wash their ass, man.
Or like how you deal with your woman and everything. You know?
Yeah.
That's fucked up when you sitting in an apartment and you can hear the next man popping his woman. You know what I'm saying?
Then they got bedtime. You got to turn music off by 10 p.m. It's not even certain apartments, certain areas. When I lived in Bedford, they said 10 p.m. It was like 11 as a matter of fact. You can't have your music shop a certain volume. Nigga, I pay mortgage and rent around here. You mean to tell me you gonna tell me what I can play in my house at a certain time?
Yeah. Or if you fucking your grass too high, they'll fucking give you a ticket. Or you park on the street and give you. This man he said he's insatiable, man. All right, he wants to see society on their knees, man.
Sorry.
but he wants to see society on his knees.
Yep.
And he's eventually going to see, society on their knees. Somebody get Romans 11, but they have not bowed the knee. Because there's going to be certain people that's not going to bow the knee. You're going to have heathens that don't bow the knee. Okay? But you're going to, the ones that's being spoken about in Romans 11 chapter is talking about the Israelites, specifically elect. They're not going to bow the knee, but they have a cause and they have a reason why. Okay, the rest of you heathens, you just doing it out of rebelliousness, man. All right? Your God didn't tell you not to bow the knee. So bow the fucking knee to Esau, man. Okay? No, it's Romans 11. Yeah, like 4.
11 and 4?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. This is, no, it's like
Oh, God.
This is Romans chapter 11 and verse 4. But what saith the answer unto the Most High unto him? Romans 11, chapter 4. But what saith the answer of Yahweh unto him?
Right.
I have reserved, is that right?
Go ahead.
I have reserved to myself 7,000 men.
Yep, 7,000 meaning a complete number, man. When you see the number 7, just like in Ezekiel 39, it's just a complete number of time, man. All right, 7 represents completion, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
Right, the image of Baal. Now, if you know the history of Baal, he was a god that the Israelites worshiped back in the Holy Land, man. Okay, now Baal can come in many forms, man. Okay, the form of Baal today is the so-called white man and his technocracy, man.
Yeah.
That MOTB. Okay, which you know that the elect are not going to bow the knee to that image, man. Okay, wanting to put a subdermal implantable device in your right hand, left hand, or in your forehead. Okay, just so you can buy food, just so you can pay bills, just so you can hey, when they bring these lockdowns in this MOTB system, they got something called a carbon tax, man. If you go outside after your time is up, you're gonna be fucking taxed for breathing air, bro. See, this so-called white man is fucking wicked, man. All right, this is shit you see straight out of a fucking movie. You gotta be, they're gonna deduct from your bank account because you're stepping outside when your time to be outside is over with, man. So God-given rights are just, it's over with, man.
I was just thinking that.
It's over with, okay? What is that? What's the, Apostle Gabar always mentioned about the kings, forgot what it's called, but he talks about, we got God-given rights, the kings got God-given rights or something like that.
Right.
But nevertheless, okay, this system that's coming upon the planet Earth is going to be like no other.
Yep.
Ultimate surveillance, okay? Not only outside, but inside your body, man. That's what the whole Make America Healthy Again is about. They want to see what's going on inside your body, man. This is how deep Esau gets. He says their inward heart is deep, man. Okay? You got it.
This is just report. This is Revelation 13, and I'm gonna start at verse 14. It says, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound of a sword and did live."
So all these nations submitted to what Esau had, what Esau's power, man. Okay, he deceived them with the image of so-called Jesus, white image. He showed them his technology with those bombs, and they say, "Oh fuck that! This man is unstoppable, man. The Lord has to be dealing with this guy, man. He has to be the chosen people. Let's just follow after him, man. We're gonna do whatever this guy says, man, because he's right, man. But guess what? Hey, if the blind lead the blind, they both shall fall into a ditch, man. So you heathens, you set yourself, hey, they have digged the pit and they fell into the pit they made, man.
Yep.
Okay? So that's what's about to happen to all you heathens, because you ain't going scot-free either, man.
No.
Okay? You played a part in the plight of the Israelites, man. Okay? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this Revelation chapter 20, verse 10, and the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are. So that lake of brimstone, which is not talking about hell, it's talking about America, which is going to be a big-ass lake of fire because of the intercontinental ballistic missiles. And that devil is talking about the so-called white man, mainly the American one right here, who led this world and deceived all you people. He going to be here. They say the beast, which is native in the EU, they gonna be there in that lake of fire. They gonna be destroyed as well. They say the false prophet, which is talking about the fucking what's the word for that? What's the name of that building? It's more than a building, but not the Catholic Church, the
Vatican.
Yeah, the Vatican. No, not the Vatican.
Where's it located?
The false prophet.
That's the Vatican.
Oh, okay, yeah, Vatican.
Yeah.
They gonna be destroyed in this time period too.
Yeah.
All of them, basically this whole Edomite regime, empire, it's gonna be destroyed. Why? Because it deceived the world and led it into this path. The Edomites already know they're getting destroyed. Now they just bringing y'all niggas along on with them, saying, "Come on, you want to be with us? Come on, nigga."
Hey, that's the three unclean spirits like frogs. All those are deception modules. You got the religious portion, the Roman Catholic Church, okay, the mother of harlots, I guess you could say, with the different forms of church, if you want to say like that. All right, then you have the financial portion in London. Okay, that's a fallacy, okay, an illusion. All right, and also you have the military portion, man, and that's also an illusion, also, man. Because even though the beast system military is exponentially better than any other nations here on Earth, he ain't touching a whole feather to touch Yahweh Shemashai's army, man. All right, so so all these things that Esau tries to do is to force down your throat is all to further his witchcraft.
Could I just add to the brother real quick? I was just telling the brother Michael Allah, we was on the way. I spoke to somebody else about it today. In the Vatican, they have what you call a pilgrimage, and so what happens is you walk a certain amount carrying the cross as if you're some type of righteous individual, and the Pope receives you. Guess who's doing the walk today? The LGBT community. Okay, that's how you know that that's not righteous. That's not a place where the Lord is dwelling. Here you got these people, okay, walking with the cross to the church. And then they're going to be accepted. He says, I judge no one. God loves all of us as his children. But that's just not the case. That's how you know that's an unclean spirit, okay? Then they're going to take the cross and put the flag over it and make it one. So you see, he just said this devil forces shit on you. They're forcing that way of thinking on you, that nasty, abominable spirit. They try to give you the mindset that it's okay and that you're not supposed to judge. But we do judge. And we telling you, Yahweh Shemashai not dealing with that, man. He's going to destroy that Catholic Church. He's going to destroy the Roman Church. He's going to destroy every church in America because he doesn't dwell in places made by hands. What you wanted me to get out of that Thessalonians?
Yeah, can you get
2 Thessalonians?
Yeah, chapter 2. Like 8, 9 about lion wonders.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And that's going to be an easy thing to do in the eyes of Yahweh Shemashai, man. That's why it says that on his head are going to be many crowns. All right, so there's not going to be any interruptions. You know, even when you read Daniel 7, it tells you about the vision that Daniel had after the thrones were cast down, man. All right, and he saw Yahweh sitting on his throne. You know what I'm saying? And his throne that he sat on, man. All right, but ultimately those things. I lost my train of thought, so I can keep going on that.
It says, verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
Even Esau, Edom, coming after the working, meaning doing after the actions of Satan, right? You got it.
With all power and signs and lying wonders.
See, all power, and that goes into Revelation 13. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because the beast, or the dragon, gave the power to the beast to continue on. You know, and that dragon represents the Roman Empire. But can you get that phrase, lying wonder? Got that right back for you, kid.
So the word lying it says a lie, a conscious and intentional falsehood. In broad sense, whatever is not what it seems to be, or perverse, impious, deceitful precepts.
You see, deceitful, man. Because why? Because ultimately Esau is coming in deception, man. So everything that we see and everything that he pushes is all for deceit, man. Okay, it's all for what's it say? If you have need of thee, he will use thee, man. All right, but then he'll disappear in your ass, man. He'll leave you high and dry, man. That's Esau, Edom, man.
Yeah, he said deceitful precepts. I instantly thought about John 3:16.
That's a deceit, because that's what he do. He take the scriptures and perverse it. If you go into that word perverse, it means to mislead. Okay, it ain't just about sex. It goes into words. Perverse. He's a perverse individual. Okay, that's what his job is. Okay, to bring this deceit to your mind. To have you thinking one thing, meanwhile the nuclear missiles are on the way. Okay, you getting ready for your holidays, your football games. You in the state of it's comfortable. Meanwhile, Donald Trump about to bring troops to your local neighborhood and fuck you niggas up. All right, he ain't gonna be no mercy once he show up. You ain't gonna have no means of protection. The covering is right here with the Lord's people. All right, starting with the elect. Starting with Yahweh Bashim El-Shah. That's how you're going to be covered. All right?
Right. Jesus ain't going to cover
No.
You know, Allah.
No.
Buddha. Hey, you people in IUIC, Bishop Nate ain't going to save me.
No, he's not the savior.
Yeah, because I've seen his Instagram the other day. I don't know why it popped up on my algorithm. But in his bio, it said Pan-Africanist, man. What the fuck is that, man? Are you an Israelite or not? What do you mean Pan-Africanist? So you people that's trusted in these false prophets, hey, the Lord's gonna make an example out of them, because you heard the truth, man. All right. Well, like the brother said, you settled on your knees, man. All right. You don't think none of these prophecies are gonna take place, so you stride along.
Yep.
Man, what am I? Hey, what did it say in James the 4th chapter? Say if it is the Lord's will. That you're going to be able to do something, man.
And if you don't say that, you're in sin.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand predetermination.
Yep.
The Lord has your day planned out every day.
Yep.
When you go to sleep, even your dreams.
Yep.
Yahweh Bashim El-Shah got that played out.
Yep.
He give you dreams to keep you in the spirit. He give you dreams to make you go off. You see? And you wake up in the morning and you act out. You play your role. And you don't have no control over that. So how the hell are you going to say, I'm going to make plans for this or do that, and you haven't acknowledged the power that controls that? That's folly, man.
Hey, it says that in Psalms that the Lord sealeth the instructions in a night vision, roughly paraphrasing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then men wake up and act it out.
Yeah,
you know?
Yep. It's no coincidence a nigga just wake up and kill his woman. You know what I'm saying? It's no coincidence you got Jake get up in the morning and this the day I'm going to take this nigga out for what he did to me 2 months ago.
Yep.
It's from the Lord, man. Exactly. So when the Lord say Donald Trump is coming to bring great wrath, that's what the fuck about to happen.
All right. And you got to know that the Lord is a power of judgment. In the ancient times, if you committed adultery, what came with that? The Lord's people would do the judgment. They would gather the people, the adulterer and adulteress. They would gather them together and do the Lord's judgment. So it's still the same spirit. It's not the same, you know what I'm saying, establishment of doing the Lord's judgment on the earth right now. You know what I'm saying? but it's still the same spirit. You know what I'm saying? That's when a man get adulterated on, he's still fiery as as if he's gonna put them two people to death as he would in the ancient time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's still the same spirit. You know what I'm saying? That spirit, that same spirit of the Lord's judgment is still around, man.
Get that, just go back and say it. See it, Brad. You grab what you feel. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's going are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Everything you gonna do, the Lord, he put the thought in your head to do it. He give you the action to do it. You can make as many plans as you want to, but some stuff come to naught. Some things get fulfilled threefold. It's up to the Lord how you really gonna spend your life. If the Lord put the spirit on this devil to turn up and be a devil, it's still gonna be a devil.
That's right.
If the Lord put the spirit on this nigga to quiet down for 3 months, don't quiet down. It's just up to the Lord. It don't matter, we gonna come to Trump, or we gonna vote for you so he chill out. Niggas voted for him this time, and he deporting the same niggas that voted for him.
Come on,
Right.
You fell for the snare, all right? You fell for the trap, and now you're suffering.
Go to that. Somebody grab Jeremiah 30. We're gonna stay in that chapter. Well, actually, you can go there. Brother, grab Jeremiah 30. We go there. That talks about Jacob's trouble.
From the top.
Yup.
This is Jeremiah 30, verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord God of Israel, saying, Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah.
Right, bring again meaning to deliver, man. All right, so he said Judah and Israel. So that means what? When did the Lord deliver them? The only time he did was when they was in Egypt, man. This book was written way after they were in Egypt. All right, so this is a future prophecy that's about to take place, man. That time is talking about now. Judah, okay, is a so-called Negro, Haitian, and Jamaican. Then you got the Northern Kingdom, which represents so-called Native Americans, those of North, Central, and South America, man. Okay, which Native Americans, it covers the whole tribe of the 10 tribes, man. You got Issachar, Gad, okay, which Gad and Issachar are North American Indians and the so-called Mexicans. Then you got Naphtali, Asher, the rest of the tribes, man. Reuben, Reuben.
All the way down into South America.
Yep. So these people that were those indigenous people that were later turned Native Americans are Israelites, man. Okay, and they were here for a certain reason. Somebody grabbed 2 Ezra 13, start at 40, right? Because this is how the northern and the southern kingdom got back together, man. All right.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 40.
Yep.
Those are the 10 tribes.
Start up like 35.
All right, start at verse 35. It says, But he shall stand upon the top of the Mount Zion. Talk about Yahushua. Verse 36. And Zion shall come, and shall be shewed to all men, being prepared and builded, like as thou sawest the hill graven without hands.
Right, go ahead.
And this my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations, which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest.
Right. When you read 2 Ezra 13, it's giving you a vision of what's going to happen when the Lord returns.
That's right.
Okay, it talks about the destruction and also the deliverance. Okay, we're talking about the deliverance part right now, man. Okay, because we know destruction coming. All right?
That's right.
Now we're here to teach and tell our people it's also deliverance coming from these sad perils, man. Okay.
That word tempest goes back to a very strong, violent wind.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's what's going to take this place out. But like it says in Baruch, you know, about the same one that going to bring the plagues is going to bring in salvation also.
Verse 38. And shall lay before them their evil thoughts, and the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto a flame.
Like unto a flame, right? So you people who haven't repented, specifically you Israelites, okay, because you're the only ones that can repent. Okay, that flame is talking about what? Those the United States of America is gonna be a big lake of fire, man. So if you don't repent, okay, your flesh is gonna be burning here, man. Okay, like they like the scene off of the Terminator 2, man. All right, you're just gonna be standing there feeling that shit, man. Okay, and the Lord might have your spirit still down there feeling it, man. Okay, so that's the judgment that's coming upon our people if they don't repent. All right, go ahead.
It says, and he shall destroy them without labor by the law which is like unto fire.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, without labor, bro.
Yeah, without labor.
What did Mike Tyson say? He's like, I'm being like a newborn baby. This is way back this is way back, bro. But you know, Mike Tyson used to be hollering, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got an image, you got an AI video, IUIC having Yahweh Shai with a sword in his hand, fighting.
All injured and shit.
Man. Yeah, like get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know, come on, man. Yahweh Shai ain't gonna do no labor, man.
Right.
You know, send Michael down here, and the rest of the angels, Michael gonna tell them what to do, man.
Right.
All right.
It'll be like taking candy for a baby.
Yeah, exactly.
It said that when you read up in that chapter, it tells you that he held no weapons of war, man.
That's right. That's right.
The script, go ahead. I'll say the scriptures say Yahweh Bashim Shah, the Father of spirits. So why would he have to come down here? We could just put the spirit on you to do what the fuck he wants you to do.
Exactly.
That's too deep, bro. That's too deep.
Hey,
I mean,
those are real boss moves, man.
Yeah.
But how hard is that to understand? You know, he's going to put the spirit in the man to do what he needs to do. The angels, even the nukes, gonna have the spirit of the Lord. If everything is created by him and consists of him, why couldn't he can't control what he wants to be controlled to do his will? It's gonna be what he wants, and he ain't not gonna have to get off his throne or his son, and shit gonna get done in a major fashion, bruh.
Hey, well, ultimately, not good old Jeebus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not
He
him
gonna get
destroying,
judged too,
you know,
shit.
bringing death to the world. Not my good old Jeebus. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, hey, Yahweh Shai is the one that's gonna put the X on this place, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, hey, what's that? Isaiah 60, is it 63? About the blood on his raiment.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, Christians don't want to hear that, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not a good old Jesus.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Some scriptures never come out when it comes to the Christian church.
Something out with peaceful with a sword.
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, they don't understand prophecy. That's why Apostle always say they gonna argue if he was God, if he the Son of God, and if he the Holy Spirit.
God.
So you Christians through, man.
God.
I would say he's a man of war.
Right.
Go ahead. Verse 39, and whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, those are the 10 tribes.
Yep,
That peaceful multitude is the 10 tribes, the Northern Kingdom.
Yep.
You know that were well. It's gonna explain Slocky.
It says those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasseh the king of Assyria led away captive.
Yep.
And
if I can say that was roughly around 722 BC. You know, around that time, circa 720. Okay, that's when the Lord sent Salmanasseh the fifth to siege Samaria, the northern kingdom, okay, and put their ass in captivity, man. All right, and ever since that time, they never seen the homeland, they never seen the Holy Land again. Okay, so you J-double O's, man. Where's Naphtali at, man? Where's Gad? Where's Reuben? Because you claim to be the people, but you only claim that Benjamin. Well, not even Benjamin.
Right.
That's all. It's just Levi and Judah over there, man. And they call him Levi, man.
Levi?
You see what I'm saying? No, man. Say the real name is Loyah, man, which means join to me. And you small ass not the people of the Lord, man.
That's right.
But the small has said you so-called white people over here that you are Esau.
Yeah.
They say that. They
he
say
said-
you are Esau and that you're going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know that lets you know they know who they are and they know who you are and they're trying to hide behind who we are. We the people, man.
Right.
Fucking
Hey,
devils.
saying casting out Satan, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Esau. That's what
Yeah,
they say.
Esau.
Esau.
I
Y'all
got
cold.
real quick.
Go ahead,
Okay. This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahshua of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
That's it.
All that took them captive, held them fast, they refused to let them go." You know, so basically, you know what I'm saying, the prophecy is we're gonna take prophecy over the words of man.
Yeah, hell
you know what I'm saying? Because the words of men say that, hey, the small hats is the people of the book.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We just out here, you know what I'm saying, lying. You know what I'm saying? All these things are the words of men, but prophecy is a telltale all, man. All right, you know. So this is ultimately the Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom would be held captive together, man.
Yep.
And like you was going into, Ashir, the only time they were held captive together was in the land of Egypt.
Yep.
You know, so because before the Southern Kingdom was drawn away from the Babylonian captivity, Northern Kingdom was taken into the Syrian captivity.
Yep.
You know.
Second Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 40, it says, "Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners." Well, I read this.
Come on.
It says, prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osir the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
Another land, right? Yeah, another land is Assyria. Go ahead.
But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude.
Right. So during when they were in the land of Assyria, wherever the Salmanassar took them, they came together and came to the conclusion that they was gonna leave, man. Okay, go ahead.
Leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Right, never where a further country where never mankind dwelt. There was no people living here in the so-called Americas until the 10 tribes came over here. Okay, so you might say, well, you had Olmec heads over here. Well, if you know the history of the Olmecs, they're Hamites. Okay, they came over here when Solomon sent his navy over here, and they left statues and images of themselves, man. And that helped the 10 tribes know where they would be at, man. Okay, even when you go into the Jewish encyclopedia, when you look at the word Arsarith, because that's what another land means, it says that Columbus identified Arsarith with America, where the 10 tribes would be doing what? Keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments until the time of restoration, man.
Right.
Okay, so showing you that, the Northern Kingdom is here in the Americas, man.
Right. Yep. Because before Esau got over here, you had the Northern Kingdom over here calling on the name Yehovah. You know what I'm saying? They was keeping the law. They was writing. You know what I'm saying? The Hebrew inscriptions into stones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they was doing. You know what I'm saying? The things that's pertaining to their tribe. You know what I'm saying? The Lord had them in the spirit, man.
You had the Lost Lunas stone.
Lost Lunas.
Yeah.
Was it the Moabite stone?
No, the Decalogue stone.
Decalogue, that's it. Yeah.
Decalogue stone.
Yep.
Which the Lost Lunas stone, I believe, had the 10 Commandments on there.
Yep. In New Mexico, was it New Mexico?
Yeah, I believe.
Arizona.
I believe New Mexico. So that they left. The Lord had the Spirit on the Northern Kingdom to leave behind, infallible proof.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though we don't need it, we woke up before we even knew about that. The Lord put the Spirit on us to know what the truth was, man.
Damn.
Just seeing those stones, it just boosted our faith, man. Okay, so you can go back to that.
It says verse 42. 2 Ezra 13 and 42, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river.
So they giving you, Ezra's is telling you how they would go to another land. Okay, so they entered into Euphrates, right? Go ahead.
It says, verse 43, Well, verse 44, for the Most High did shewed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over.
Right, so the Lord still deceives for the tribes to get over here, man. He even had, it said, shoot them signs, man. Now those signs could possibly be chariots, you know?
Yep.
They could be possibly chariots that led them and told them which way to go, man. Because we do have something called St. Elmo's Fire, which Christopher Cologne identified that as a so-called UFO, man. Not just him, but many historians too.
And okay, too. Hey, stars also. And, you know, what's that? 2 Chronicles.
Yeah, well, Issachar.
You know what I'm saying? He was there. You know what I'm saying?
First astronomer.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking devils. You're not the astronomers, man.
Right. All right, Second Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 45. It says, for through the country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Arsham.
Right, because it took a year and a half to get to the other side of the world. Okay, and what Solomon say? 3 years.
Yep.
He said 3 years it takes to get from the east to the west. So it took 3 years, okay, to get back and forth between Israel and the Americas, man. Okay, but this time it said 1.5. Why? Because they stayed. Okay, and this land wasn't polluted, man. They said this place was like, it was like Eden, man. Okay, you couldn't see one filthy fucking road in here or none of that shit, man. This place was covered with trees. Okay, you go ahead.
Y'all want me camera?
Yeah, you can be in the camera. You're an Israelite. So go ahead.
Because it mentioned that, you know what I'm saying, they was driven into captivity under the Assyrians, under King Hosea. You know what I'm saying? I got the counter that, and it's in the book of 2 Kings, chapter 17, start at verse 1.
Counter, you can back it up.
Yeah,
back it up.
No, I said a count.
Oh, okay, I thought you said counter.
Oh, but it says, verse 1, it says, in the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, began Hosea the son of Elah to reign in Samaria over Israel 9 years, and he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, but not as the kings of Isaiah that were before him. Against him came up Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, like I mentioned in second we was reading 2nd Esdras, and Hosea became his servant and gave him presents.
If I could say that too, this is how we know that the Apocrypha is part of the original canon of the 66 books, man. Okay, but it was removed by the Protestant Church. I forgot what, in like the early 1800s, I believe. Or when they removed the Apocrypha.
Oh, that's the Bible destruction group.
Yeah, but they were Protestants though. Yeah. I forgot what actual time period. But the Apocrypha is part of the Bible, man.
If I can add to you real quick, that's how you know who the wicked is. Right. Because he had at the faces of the judges. Right. Those judges is in the Apocrypha. Those men that stood firm on the law and took death over eating pork, okay? Took death over going toward the way of the heathen. They hid that because they know it's going to resonate with the spirits that are walking today. So that's once again showing you who the devil is.
Hey, and also Yahweh Shai is in the Apocrypha.
You
know what I'm saying? See, most Christians think that Yahweh Shai just popped up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course in the physical, but he was prophesied not only in the Old Testament, but things that he would be doing in the Apocrypha.
Right, which the Apocrypha is the Old Testament.
It is the Old Testament.
If I'm not mistaken, ain't Hanukkah established in the Apocrypha?
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai kept Hanukkah in the New Testament. But you can't go to the Old Testament to find Hanukkah. So you tell me where did he learn Hanukkah from?
Yep, the Feast of Dedication, bro.
Right, which was it was a feast that our people created, okay, when they restored the temple, man. Okay, during the Greek captivity.
The Apocrypha, like you say, talk about the Greeks. That's a whole piece of history. That's missing out of the when you go from the Babylonians, all that stuff, you jump all the way to Romans. You're like, damn, well, Daniel did talk about how the Grecians would be. Well, it's in the Apocrypha. Y'all took it out.
Hey, they ain't ready for that conversation, though, right? You know what I mean?
Because what it does, it destroys the narrative. It puts what we're saying on front and shows you we got the 100% truth. If you don't read out the Apocrypha, then you don't got the truth. See, you're running away from your own heritage to see how your people died for the Lord. Okay, to see how your people, even women, okay, not you damn nigga women. I'm talking about real women of the Lord. Okay, who will keep the law to the best of their ability. See?
Yeah, that's part of that covering pass.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying?
144 call. How long y'all about to see?
So even it tells you who the Greeks are. You see what I'm saying? In the pocket. The Greeks are Israelites, man.
Yup.
All right. The Gentiles that Paul was speaking to were Israelites, man. All right. Let me go back to that word now.
Back to 2nd Ezra chapter 13. Back to 2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 46. It says 45. Let me finish 45. It says, for through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half,
right.
And the same region is called Asher.
Right, which means another land. I forgot how to pronounce it. I think.
Oh, the Hebrew word?
Yeah.
Aratazah.
Yeah, another land.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Go ahead.
Then dwelt they there until the latter time.
Until the latter times. Okay, go ahead.
And now when they shall begin to come.
Now when they shall be, who's coming? It's talking about the southern kingdom, man.
Yep.
Okay, this was the restoration. The restoration started when the southern kingdom came over here, man. Okay, go ahead.
Now when they shall begin to come, the highest shall stay the springs of the stream again, that they may go through. Therefore sawest thou the multitude with peace.
Right, that's talking about the whole, not the whole nation, but the elect from the southern and northern kingdom, man. They're going to be delivered from this place here, the United States of America, which is known as Babylon the Great, man. They're going to be delivered from this place real soon, man. Okay, from all the tribulation that's coming, all the perils, the said perils, man. It's about to get real spooky out here, man. What you got, my y'all?
Oh, I was just holding a second account about the 3-year trip, but Spirit done moved on.
Oh, you got history?
Yeah.
And,
No, I just got one verse here about King Solomon's army.
Yeah.
This is 1 Kings chapter 10 and 22 says, for the king had at sea a navy of Tarshish with a navy of Hiram. Once in 3 years came the navy of Tarshish bringing gold and silver and ivory and apes and peacocks. And those peacocks are actually turkeys.
Right, exactly. Because turkeys are native to the Western Hemisphere, to the Americas, man. So Solomon was sending a navy out here to grab precious things, man. They called it the land of Ophir, okay? Which means, gold?
Yep, Ophir,
gold, man. And you have something called the California Gold Rush, okay? So this place that they're going to be delivered from is the United States of America, man, okay?
Hey, with great fashion, bro.
Yeah, great fashion.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no regular, a weak ass king and his people.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be a whole stuff you ain't never seen. You can't even fathom, bro.
There ain't gonna be no fucking plane that pick up our people and drop us off in the Holy Land.
Yep. You got a fucking sergeant, giving everybody the pep talk before they jump off the back of the plane. Like, no, man. It ain't gonna be no pep talk needed, man. So, this is about to be a quick run through, man. Yep. So fast that it's only gonna take an hour, man.
Yep.
Bro, how quick is an hour? We ain't never gonna see how quick an hour pass as fast as it's gonna be a pass. Man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a speedy resistance god awful place, man.
I think it's like 3,300 miles from like New York all the way to California. I mean, how it's not gonna cross from the farthest part all the way to the farthest part. 3,000. That's like 330 miles an hour. We're gonna be shooting. That's why we're gonna be beating up in the twinkling of an eye.
Yeah.
We're gonna be shooting fast and shooting through so fast. He's gonna go from Cleveland. He's gonna be in Detroit in goddamn 20 minutes.
That shit might be there in 30 seconds.
Hey, can I brother get Jeremiah 51 about raising the Babylon banners? You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, that banner is going when you add air to a fire, that bitch get hot as fuck quick. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it's going to be able to engulf America so quickly. You know what I'm saying?
And you also send the banners by the way of society. So the fact that he's burning in society cost of living. So your finances is a way for a place to be destroyed, man.
Got it.
Yeah. If inflation continues, which you're gonna have hyperinflation, that's a factor. You see what I'm saying? Because it's gonna drive society to its end.
Yep.
But before the nuclear missiles come, we're gonna have societal collapse, which is gonna lead to anarchy, civil wars, purge. Purging. I seen on Instagram a bitch say, I wish there was a purge for real.
Don't worry.
Said, bitch, don't worry, it's coming.
Hey, somebody get birthday pains too. These are birthday pains that Babylon is experiencing right now. The contractions. But before what? Before the delivery, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yahushua said, I come and send fire. What shall it be if it's already kindled?
Yep.
The motherfucker gonna be on his last leg before Yahushua just come kick the motherfucking bucket over.
Hey, for me, can you reiterate why they go through birth pains? I don't remember exactly what it was.
Are you talking about America? Yeah. Because ultimately, can a brother get what's that? Second Esdras, I will send plagues on Egypt as before.
This is the book, Second Esdras, chapter. Hold on.
Because birth pains is when a woman has contractions and when she's about to have a baby, the first contractions are they're painful, but it ain't you know what I'm saying. But as the baby starts to get closer and closer, that shit starts to get more painful and painful.
And when that baby born, all hell breaks loose.
So the reason why that verse made a lot of sense to me is because no other animal out here on this earth seems like it's going through pain during the birthing process, and that's something that could make a lot of sense to these females if they heard it, because it made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. Well, actually, the pain of birth is actually a curse in Genesis the 3rd chapter. Yeah. Women ain't supposed to go through a painful delivery, and all that's going to be removed. That part of the curse is going to be removed once we get these new bodies. Once we get changed in twinkling of an eye.
Yeah, but the heathen still gonna feel that shit.
Yeah. Slack it, bro. Slack.
But I got you good. But this is the book, 2nd Esdras 15, because you was talking about the birth pains. The birth pains that the Lord bringing out is a societal, it's a systemic collapse.
Yep.
And it's done by the wicked elite bankers. Okay, that's the control of planet Earth. They're bringing a man-made famine, man-made financial crises. Okay, the food. Okay, biolab food. Yep. All these things that you see in movies. That before they bring in a new system, this is the things they do, man, because they trying to reinvent themselves. Okay, before you reinvent yourself, you have to be brought down low.
Yep.
All right, but this is Second
It's
Esdras.
called the Great Reset.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
You got it.
Second Esdras 15 and 10. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." Right.
Yeah, and that stretched out the Lord's right hand and that stretched out arm is talking about Yahushua, who the word English calls Jesus Christ. All right, so as these plagues are hitting and getting harder and harder, you know what I'm saying? And you see the things that's happening in Babylon, the Lord smiting Babylon. We know that we're close to getting up out of here. We're close to seeing our big brother Yahushua come and deliver us, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's literally prophecy, because it's using that analogy because it's relatable to society today. Like you were saying, when a woman having a baby, she feel the kick, she feel the pump, she scream a little bit, it go down a little bit, then the next 10 minutes, then it go to 5 minutes and 3 minutes and it pop out. Same thing here with America. In the 80s, you might have had a crack epidemic. Then y'all niggas was good for 10 years. Then we got to the 2000s, we got to the 2010s. Then we got to 2020. Now it's getting to the point where it's like, it used to be every decade we had a world crisis. Now it's after 5 years. Now it's after 3 years. Now every 6 months you look up. Nope, now it's every 3 months. Now you look up, you're like, damn, every time I look up, it's a world-ending type of issue popping up because we're getting to the very end.
Yep, wars, rumors of wars, everything that Yahushua said in Matthew 24 is, exactly. You got earthquakes in weird-ass places, man.
Yeah.
And hell, like 8, 9 on the Richter scale, man. You got that.
I got 2nd Esdras 16 and 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with a child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, but then 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. But this the point. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So it says sorrows is going to come upon it on every side, man. This is what the Lord warned our people, which if you don't know, the Lord's name ain't Jesus. It's Yahweh Shai. Okay, His name is Yahweh Shai, which means He is salvation, He is deliverer. He's going to save the elect, but the Lord's not coming back to save the whole nation. He's coming back to save 12,000 out of each tribe, as well as an innumerable multitude, okay? But the 1/3 is going to be delivered out of the United States of America, and the rest of them is just going to be burning here until the Lord cools this place off, man. All right? I ain't going to say till He cool it off, but they're going to be burning here, man.
Okay.
All right? So those, before they even feel the fire, you're going to what? Hey, Civil War is coming, man. Trump might deploy the National Guard here in Cleveland, man. Even though it seems like shit going on, okay, but he's still using it. He's still going to use it as a method to bring forth what he wants to do, and that's to chip society, man. Okay, mass quarantine, mass blockades. You ain't going to be able to travel nowhere real soon, man. All right, especially when these National Guards get here, man. Lucky you don't sit in the fucking Marines, man. Okay, which he will do. Okay.
The feds here last year. The crime rate went down 50% since last year. It was a point in time when you drive through certain hoods, they had lined up, blockades, stopped the car, automatic search. Well, what about my constitutional rights? That show you right there. That shit out the window. They can just stop you when they feel. You could have been having a medical emergency back then by 30 cars. You could have been on your way to work. Back in, it's automatic searches that show you what time's coming in. That's that a man shall desire to leave the city and not be able to. But we need to see your ID. That's expired. You can't leave.
Well, when the country goes into martial law, the Constitution is rendered null and void.
Well, it's already null and void.
That shit don't matter, bro.
Yeah, like.
What's stopping this nigga from saying, I think you an illegal immigrant? Even though you look like a nigga, I think you an illegal immigrant, nigga. Yo, this is a fake ID. Hold it. Out of here. And who gonna stop him from doing that? This is the devil.
You know what should stop that? That Second Amendment and like what y'all speak on about the current state of our people in this country, how we quick to do it to ourselves. If it come to that, the reason why we have a Second Amendment, enemies foreign and domestic.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. Ain't nothing our people can do against this man.
Yeah.
I was in the military.
Okay.
I understand the power of the military, but at the same time, if you don't stand for nothing,
you'll fall for anything.
Well, my thing is, what can you do against a nuclear missile?
You can't do shit.
Exactly, but trust in the Lord.
Yep.
That's it. You know, Second Amendment. Yeah, it's a God-given right for us to bear arms. Okay, ain't no Second Amendment, so that shit all out the window. That's why I believe Trump or Biden or one of these presidents, they said you can carry in all 50 states if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure, but these laws here, it's tricky here, man.
Yeah.
This is why Lord gotta wipe this bitch out, man. Period, man. All right.
Yeah, y'all take it easy.
You too, bro. Y'all come back, man.
Yeah, man, come on, let's
Come back, man.
Gotcha.
Hey, man, because ultimately America is just one big loophole, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because Esau tell you this is what it is, but meanwhile, behind the scenes, he know all the loopholes, you know, to get around it, man. You know, he knows all the tax loopholes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The real estate tax laws and things like that, the loopholes.
Yeah.
You
like
know,
an example, you can avoid taxes if you bury somebody in your property.
Yep, you ain't
can
gotta pay
avoid taxes.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You know, people, you might probably already knew that shit.
Oh yeah. Probably got
You know what I'm saying?
a couple of bodies behind in the backyard.
Right.
You ain't said nothing yet, nigga.
That's real talk, bro.
Yeah.
It's funny, but shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Right. Martial law is an unrighteous decree,
Yep.
man. All right, telling us we got to get maxed and jabbed. That's an unrighteous decree. All right.
And right grievousness.
What's that? The Esther?
Project Esther.
Yeah, Project Esther.
Saying we can't speak out against some small hats, man. That's an unrighteous decree, man. The Lord said truth shall flourish, man.
Yep.
So we gonna keep speaking this truth, man.
And that right grievousness which they have prescribed, giving you ultimate laws that's they just directed towards us. It's only going to affect us. Really. It's just to vex us. Like the brother was saying earlier, how they might pass. They eventually gonna try to pass a CO2 order where you can't. What if my child got asthma? He need to step outside and breathe for a second. You gonna charge me extra $300 because this nigga having an asthma attack? Yes, they are. What you gonna do when? Well, I haven't eaten in 2 days. My grocery store it closed down. I couldn't make it in time. I gotta get some more food. $250 fine. Who is that gonna affect? Jay.
Yep.
Edomites got fucking storage houses and all that type of stuff. Even they jaywalking. Man, Edomites don't even have fucking sidewalks. But yet they never get a jaywalking fine. Who does that really affect?
And it's gonna be against the law to grow your own food.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to eat this damn nuclear waste.
Yep.
See? Bio burgers. You know what I'm saying?
Bio burgers.
Hey.
Plant-based.
Yeah.
Plant-based meat. How that makes sense?
Yeah. You know?
That's a salad.
Yeah, right. Come on.
Wasn't there some shrimp somewhere recently that had radiation poison in it?
They said shrimp got herpes in it.
Damn.
Bro.
Yeah.
This that real defiled bread.
You gotta get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
We got to get out of here.
How did it, bro?
Jake,
You don't want to
take your ass to Red Lobster and you spend hundreds of dollars on defiled food that's gonna make you sick, give you cancer, and you're paying big dollars for it. You see?
Like it's a delicacy.
Yeah, man, you ain't eating good. Jake throw a screenshot on Facebook. Your good life. No, you're in gross darkness. You eating roaches and sea roaches. That's what you eat.
Hey, I'm fucking happy the Lord put STDs and shrimp, and he put all type of sicknesses in that shit. Because Jake ain't supposed to be eating that shit anyway. And any man that's in the spirit, he ain't gonna be eating that shit. So if you want to be a wicked ass nigga and live as thou will, well, this will come with it. Your sandwich come with herpes now. Your so-called delicacy is gonna give you radiation poisoning. Good for you, my nigga. Die with that meal.
Hey, the Lord is choosing Jake's solution, man. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, I had a quick one real quick.
Go ahead.
You got something about it?
No, we're going to go back to Jeremiah 30. Go ahead.
Kai, just real quick. This is Lamentation chapter 5 and verse 4. It says, we have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us. Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. You know, and you have made mention about Jeremiah being the weeping prophet. Because why? Because ultimately he looked at the state of Israel, during the time of the Babylonian going into the Babylonian captivity, man, and he was he wept, man, at the saddest state of the Lord's people, man. All right, but now these things are playing back out now, man. All right, so now we got to pay for our water. We got to pay to live a 30-year mortgage on a house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jake can't even collect rainwater.
Yep.
Like brother going, you can't even, you're going to have permits and pay taxes just to even grow your own food, man.
Yep.
Because Esau wants everything to filter through him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the issue too. Farmers, with all these deportations, that's stopping the farmers for growing crops and plowing and sowing and reaping. That majority of the farmland, the workers on that land is Jake, Northern Kingdom, so-called Mexicans, man. All right. Now, with you deporting them, that's adding fuel to the fire when they come to famine. So that's that famine. You send us to the Babylon famine. This shit is gonna keep getting fucking worse, man. It say we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Cry for her, take balm for her. Okay. Ain't no healing ointment for this shit, man. The only healing ointment is Yahweh Shah coming back. All right.
Hey, you hear that Trump was talking about taking the people who receive these benefits? Because he's deporting all the immigrants that work on the fields. But he's a while ago he said he was going to take all the people that were receiving government benefits and put them to work to make them earn those benefits. You know what I'm saying?
That's slavery.
Shit. Yeah, well, America's a big fucking corporation.
A big plantation, huh?
Yeah, so whatever you do here, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So whatever you do here is you in slavery, man.
Yep.
That's why Jeremiah 30 it says he will break thy yoke and thy bonds, man. Now, do we have physical chains and bonds, yokes and bonds on this? No. Some of these fucking contracts, man. A 30-year fixed rate, bro, on a house that's cheap as hell, bro. And then after you done paying the principal on the motherfucker, you gotta pay taxes, bro. And then you still gotta pay insurance, all that shit, bro. You see what I'm saying? So this shit is an all big fucking scam, bro.
Yep.
You know, the Wadi Haba Shemi Shah for revealing that to us, man. Because we were so far gone in this shit, man. You see what I'm saying? I know I was. I was thinking about fucking, my mindset was on buying nice shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm about to live this life. I'm about to stun on these niggas, man. The Lord said, fuck that shit. It's all vanity, man.
Yeah. Because after all that, you pay your house off, they can still decide, okay, we want to build a highway through here.
Yep.
Eminent domain, they can take it.
Yep, eminent domain. That's forgot all about that. And they can compensate you for however much they deem it's worth.
Right.
Just like they did in Hawaii, man.
Yeah.
They gave a motherfucking $600-700, bro. That's it. You see what I'm saying?
That's
so,
what they saw it to be worth.
You're right. A whole big ass, nice ass plot of land, $700. Now, don't get me wrong. If it was fucking in the early 1900s, I would have gladly took that $700, bro.
It wouldn't have been $700.
Yeah, right. So now you $700 compared to what it was back then ain't shit, man. You got it? Go ahead,
This is Jeremiah 30, verse 3. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah.
Right, remember, go back to 2 13 and 40. We broke it down to you where they would be at. They would be in Arsarit, which is the United States of America, man. Okay, go ahead,
And say, saith the Lord, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers.
Isaiah 14:1. Return to the land, man. It's coming, man. All right, it's literally at the door, man. Okay, Yahweh Shah said he is as a journeyman that went on a far journey, man. And he's coming back, man. Okay, to redeem his people and set them in the land, man. And that we're going to be setting the land by those so-called UFOs, man. Okay, we like who said it? We came here on slave ships. We leaving on spaceships. See. Immaculate, man. Okay, you got it.
And they shall possess it. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel.
Right, and we gonna possess it, man. We're gonna own the rights. We already own the rights to that land, man. But we're gonna possess it, and we're never gonna let it go, man. All right, and that land is gonna be back to what it was. That land, that area over there, okay, that the Lord blessed us with. It's the most fruitful land, man. It's the most fruitful piece.
It's called the Fertile Crescent.
Fertile Crescent, man. The Lord's gonna give that to us, man.
Yep.
Okay, you got it. Because right now it's not producing shit like it did when we was in there.
Yeah, got it. And not only our land, but what's that? Obadiah, but we'll possess the land of Edom.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So also surrounding lands of the Lord. Man, the whole fucking earth, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the Garden of Eden.
Turn them homes into fucking resorts. Get rid of them caves.
Yeah, got it.
Jeremiah 30 and 4. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah.
Right, the two kingdoms. Go ahead.
For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
Right, and that's what we heard it, man, from the scriptures, and what we come out here to do. Jeremiah 5:1. We here to warn the people, man. Ezekiel 3, okay, about what the Lord is about to bring upon this earth, man. Okay. Go ahead,
Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child.
Right. Now, can a man actually travail with a child? Well, now, through this man's science, they can.
Oh my goodness.
You see what I'm saying? But back then, that was a rhetorical question, and the answer is no, and it's still fuck no, man. Okay. But this man tries to make it seem like it's possible, man. All right, that's him. Trying to go against the scriptures,
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And you people want this man to continue to rule over you, man. You people are fucking delusional, and you're sick, man. Your mindset is completely warped, okay? The fact that this man is ruling over you, you have no problem against it. Hey, man, hey, you're gonna suffer the same judgment, man. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel, chapter 7, 22 and 17. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross. All they are brass and tin and iron and lead.
Right, inferior, worthless metals. Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead.
In Lamentations, it tells you how as the fine gold become dim. You know, yep. You got it right.
It says, in the midst of the furnace, they are even dross of silver. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because ye are all become dross, behold, therefore I will gather you together in the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it to melt it. So will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. The Lord going to melt you niggas, man. He's going to melt you with thermonuclear fire, okay? We got plenty of precepts to back it up, but we only need that right there. All you got to do is use your imagination. When you put something into a furnace, what does it do? It melts it. He's going to take your flesh, okay, and melt you. He's going to take the way you think and melt you. All because of your dross, your worthless way of thinking. Because you love this world. And this world is dross and everything in it. All right? You got it?
This Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6.
Hey, if I can say it real quick, so I can, bro. But you know, you had made mention about the dross. You know, only way you're gonna get rid of dross is by burning their impurities off. You know what I'm saying? So this is what ultimately that fire is gonna do is burn the impurities of Babylon the Great off, man. And it has it's no saving it, man. It has to be completely taken out, man.
The only way you're gonna be pure is when you're born again through the elect.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you are completely polluted, man. Complete. Go ahead,
Jeremiah 30, verse 6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Read it again,
Jeremiah 30 and 6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Right, because they're going to be sick, man. It says turn into paleness, meaning you see when the motherfucker gets shook, they whole, it look like they soul just left their body, man. So this is what you're going to see. You're going to see a mighty man, niggas that be in the gym, lifting 500 pounds. What's the nigga name? Ronnie Coleman. Niggas feel like him and shit. You're going to see niggas like that in great fear, man. Yeah, right, because he said, I will use the weak to confound the mighty, rough paraphrasing. Okay? So this is what you're going to see everything that the prophet.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask what this was. I'm curious.
Oh, well, we're out here to teach our people that they're the Israelites. Do you see what tribe you're on? See what your nationality on here?
On the right side.
Oh. I do not.
Okay, what are you?
Half Korean, but
What is your father?
my dad is white.
White. I mean, our people don't only look like these people on the sign. Our people have been scattered throughout slavery, throughout all nations. So you possibly could be an Israelite.
Romans 8:16.
Oh, you're trying to find like lost Israelites.
Yeah, we're trying to find Israelites to repent before the United States of America is destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. Because that's coming. Are you familiar with the mark of the beast?
Yes.
Okay, what do you know about it?
I just know it exists. It's mentioned in Revelations, and then people who bear the mark of the beast they're gonna go to heaven.
Right. So, do you know what do you think the mark of the beast is? It said buy or sell.
I'm not sure what it is.
Well, we'll let you know. The mark of the beast is going to actually it's going to be a subdermal implantable device, meaning a device that goes under the skin where you can buy or sell. This is why the whole, if you're familiar with what happened in 2020, the whole lockdown and everything, this is why they started to do away with digital cash. I mean, not digital cash, but cash, period. They want to bring in digital money to bring in CBDCs to know where you're going, where you're spending it at, and also to know where you at. It's going to go inside the body. Okay.
It's a tracking device.
Yes, it's literally a tracking device.
It's a. Oh no,
No, go ahead.
I was say if you're familiar with the scriptures, it was the Israelites would put a physical oil in their ear to let their master know that they're pleased to dwell with them. So this digital oil is going to go inside of you, and you're not going to be able to function in society without that technology. You're not going to be able to buy and sell. You're not going to be able to shop at grocery stores. You know what I'm saying? Or function in society.
You're literally going to be outcasted from society if you don't take that device.
I remember them talking about, like, at the Jubilee, after 7 years of being a slave, like, they could be released, or if they wanted to stay because they found, like, they'd, like, started their family in their master's home, then they could, like, get their ear pierced and then stay. I don't know how that relates to the mark of the beast. I feel
it was a former way of knowing who your servant was. That was the old way. This is the new way device. Which are you by chance Jewish?
I am not.
Okay. I just had to ask.
I'm a Christian.
Okay. Well, we're Christians too in the true sense, which means we serve the Lord. We keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. Now we're not gonna keep the whole law, but we keep simple things like don't eat shrimp, crab, pork, lobster, don't commit adultery, murder, the 10 commandments. You know, and there's more than just 10. But the main point is you can possibly be an Israelite. Not too many, we call them so-called white people, come up here and inquire about what's going on. Okay?
Have you ever read the New Testament or just the Old Testament?
Both.
What do you believe about the New Testament?
Well, it's the same thing as the Old Testament.
Yeah.
The Lord, what do you think?
I think the New Testament says that the letter kills, but the Spirit gives life. And he says it's not what goes into you that defiles you, but what proceeds from your heart.
Right.
So, like, when Peter goes to eat, like, he has the dream before the Roman centurion comes to him, and he sees, like, a whole spread table before him full of, like, non-Jewish food.
Get that count. Acts 10.
Yeah, we've got to close out in a minute, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So, do you think that was a form of them letting the Most High saying you can eat abominable things?
Yes, I believe also in Galatians, Paul talks about.
Hold on. Yeah, you go ahead.
All right,
Go ahead. What you gonna say? In Galatians what?
Galatians, Paul says, having started by the Spirit, do you think that you are going to be perfected by the flesh? And he's talking about, like, the Christians who are, like, Jewish by birth, but then they're telling other people you have to be circumcised or else you can't follow the Lord. And Peter says, like, that's the flesh, you know? You have to be circumcised in your heart. That's in Deuteronomy as well.
That's true. That's true.
I feel like I've always understood that to be that it's where your heart is that God cares about. Even in the Old Testament, like in Hosea 6:6,
Okay.
he says, like,
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, you good.
Before we get too far off, I like to deal with stuff over here.
Go ahead.
All right, so with the accountant, with Peter and Cornelius in the book of Acts, you know that the angel broke down what that vision meant, right?
Oh, sorry. Wait, what? Yeah.
Yeah, when you said that, you know, it was.
Yeah. He was talking about. He said, like, what the Lord has made clean, do not make unclean. And then he was talking about, like, Gentiles.
Right.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that whole vision had nothing to do with food. It was a dark saying for the Israelite foreigners being joined in. When you read what's that that he broke down the wall of partition. What's that?
Ephesians, the dividing wall.
Yeah, Ephesians. Yeah, kind of. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was about. It wasn't calling no man common or unclean.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like there are other points in the New Testament where it does more explicitly talk about, like, food. Like, is it Romans? Oh, no. But in Romans, maybe, like, I'm going to look it up. But he talks about, like,
somebody
weak and strong consciences.
Let somebody go to Isaiah 65.
Bro,
Because Isaiah 65 is a future prophecy.
Yep.
It talks about how the
Yeah, get
Lord is
that
going
out.
to return.
66.
Yeah, 66.
Yeah, 66 and 17.
And if you find certain people eating certain things, he's gonna take their life from them.
It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
But do you think that's literally shrimp, or do you think maybe that's like eating things like partaking in like sin, in like your heart is given over to sin?
It's both. If you're eating abominable things or sin, the Lord's gonna delete you. Because it's in the law to not eat abominable things.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, read that out. Isaiah 66 and 17. So this is a future prophecy, and if the law was, because the Lord gave us the Levitical law and what we should eat, and Leviticus 11 and Deuteronomy 14. So if there was a scripture that said that law was done away with, then we have to we're gonna have to do a little bit of head scratching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
In the book of Maccabees, Second Maccabees, I don't know if you're familiar with that, but that's part of the Old Testament too.
The Maccabees?
Yeah, Second
Yeah.
Maccabees.
I believe, is that a different, like...
It's an apocrypha. It's the missing books of the Bible.
Okay.
So
taken out books.
Yeah, so if you read Second Maccabees, the 7th chapter, the whole reason why her sons were put to death is because what? They wanted to honor the law of the Most High, and one of those things was to not eat pork. So they rather die instead of eat pork.
They were tortured.
Yeah, they were tortured. You got it?
Yeah, bring it out. Huh?
This is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 17.
Hold on, you know what? So that we can show us in a prophetical context. Start at 15.
This is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15.
You about to go there, or you?
Sorry.
No, you good.
I'm trying to listen and also trying to...
No, it's all good. It's all good.
It's very hard for me. I think I have the bad attention span.
Because it's a lot of prophecies in the Old Testament that haven't, that haven't been fulfilled yet. You know, and this is why when you read Luke, the 21st chapter, Yahushua said that he came to fulfill that that was written of me in the law, in the prophets, and in the Psalms. So a lot of things that the Messiah came to fulfill when he was physically here on earth, some of the things he didn't fulfill, like reestablishing the kingdom of heaven. Right. You know what I'm saying? He came on here the first time to fulfill certain things. He had to be ridiculed. He had to be hung on the cross. Right. You know what I'm saying? He had to get betrayed by Judas. All these things had to happen. But now when he comes back, read that out.
This is Isaiah 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
And that's Yahushua, who the word English called Jesus Christ. That's like
Go ahead.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind.
The chariots is talking about the so-called UFOs that the Lord left. He left in Acts the 1st chapter. He ascended up into a cloud. And cloud is talking about UFO. Okay, go ahead.
To render his anger with fury.
Right.
And his rebuke with flames of fire.
Right, because the Lord not coming back in a state of peace. He's going to cause more destruction to this place. Go ahead.
For by fire and by his word will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Read it again.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Go ahead.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Go ahead.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
So if he finds you, he's literally not going to see you, walk up on you and see you eating those things. But he knows what everybody's doing. If you're claiming you're a Christian and you're doing contrary to what he's saying, the Lord's going to remove you. Okay? He's going to remove you. But if I can say too, since you're a Christian, I'm going to ask you this. Did the Lord eat pork?
No, he did not.
So you should eat pork.
I believe he also said that he came to fulfill the law, not to make it pass away.
I'm holding it right now.
Not to abolish it.
We're about to show you what he meant by that.
Yeah.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Can you hold Luke 21?
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Right, he didn't come to destroy the law. The law, the law endures forever.
Yep.
See, if we want to be living forever, the Lord has to have the law implemented.
But I believe that the word is spirit.
That's true.
If you read the word and you're just reading it for like the letter of the law and trying to apply it, all it can do is kill you. You know, like the Lord, the law demands death of like anyone who breaks it.
We're not saying we're going to be saved by the law.
Yeah.
Okay, but what did the Messiah come to do for his followers?
He came to die for our sins.
No. He didn't come. He came to die for our sins, but he didn't come to die for us to sin willfully.
That's true.
You know, so when we fall short, that's when he covers our. So if you're knowingly, and that's why I wanted to say, when the brother read that Isaiah 66, he said, one eating swine's flesh and the abomination and the mouse. All those are abominable foods. You might if you eat swine, you might as well eat a mouse. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it specifically said swine, abominations meaning shrimps, crab, camel, rabbits. All those are abominable foods when you read Leviticus 11. You know, and the Lord didn't come to change anything. That's why the brother's reading that in Matthew the 5th chapter.
Now, if I could say, the law is still intact. We're just under grace and mercy.
Yep.
Okay, so when the Lord comes and restores people, when we get new bodies, which are going to be indestructible, okay, the Lord is going to put that law into our inward parts so we will never go off again.
I think the law's already written on our hearts.
Well, we have the earnest of the Spirit. Okay, we know, okay, what to do and how to please the Lord, but as far as the whole law, it's not in us yet. Because if it was, you wouldn't see, let's say, you wouldn't see alphabet ABC members walking around freely. You see, that's actually, you know what's supposed to happen to the alphabet members?
Hey, that's too deep, huh? Yeah. That's too deep. Let me get this precept real quick. Let's just stick on faith because you know what I'm saying. But just real quick, this is Romans chapter 3 and verse 31. It says, "Do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid, yea, we establish the law." You see, we establish the law. This is what the Apostle Paul. This is why when you're familiar with Apostle Paul, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So the Apostle Paul was a Pharisee of the Pharisees. So he was speaking to men that understood what the law was and what it took from the law. Like it said to Galatians, the law was a schoolmaster, right, to bring us into to the faith of Yahweh Shai, or who the word English calls Jesus. I brought it down, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we don't void the law through faith. Okay, this is why the Apostle James said, "You show me your faith. I'm gonna show you my faith by my works." You good, bro? You know what I'm saying?
But he said that he came to fulfill the law. He fulfilled the law. We were his righteousness, and I understand we're not supposed to sin willfully.
Well, he didn't say fulfill the law. So I don't mean I want to cut you off. He said he didn't. He said specifically. He said he didn't come to destroy the law. But he said
did not come to.
No, I got one for you.
Hold on, Salakia, bro. He said he didn't come to destroy the law. He came to fulfill.
Yeah.
But that's why I said about, and I have it in Luke. But I'm gonna let the brothers speak his piece. But I have it in Luke what Yahweh Shai meant that he said he came to fulfill.
What, Luke 24?
Yep.
Go ahead.
I got it right here. This is what he came to fulfill. I mean, it's a lot of this stuff you ain't gonna hear in the church. This is St. Luke chapter 24 verse 44. It says, "And he said unto them, These are the words which I speak unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were in the law of Moses and in the prophets and in the Psalms concerning me."
Right, pertaining to him.
To him, yeah.
The Lord didn't come back to just say, "Oh, you can live freely, you can do what you want."
I think also in the Psalms, I'm thinking of Psalm 51, when he says, like, basically, I'm God, I'm not hungry for the blood of bulls. Like,
right.
Even though in the Old Testament, like, a lot of the laws were like, hey, you sin, you need to offer a bull. That's like, and then God is like, I actually have no interest in that. But like a broken and contrite heart, I will not despise. I think that the law is written in words, and if you read it just as words, it will kill you. And I think that you have to read it with the Spirit, because if you say that
every spirit is different. Because the scripture says that there's no private interpretation. This book is not a book filled with emotions. All right, because when you read the scriptures, it's either you're gonna do this or not.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's no gray area.
Yeah.
Except I feel like you have to acknowledge are times where the old covenant says that something is absolutely necessary and the law. Right. Times where Paul says that's not necessary. You don't have to be circumcised. If you're circumcised.
You know why? Because of mercy and grace.
No, I don't think that Paul says that it doesn't matter whether you're circumcised or uncircumcised because you're forgiven either way. I think he's saying that doesn't matter to the Lord. The flesh, the circumcision of the flesh is nothing. That's just like the flesh.
We're not saying you keeping the laws is gonna get you delivered.
I know. I don't think you're saying that either. But I'm saying that I think the power of Jesus' blood is not so small that if you're eating shrimp, it will not wash you clean. I also think that what he cares about isn't what's in our stomachs or like what we're eating. He says it's not what goes into your mouth that defiles you, but what proceeds out of you.
But what was he talking about there?
He was talking about.
You got to get the whole context.
He was talking about what a man speaks, what somebody speaks.
Well, actually, when you read it at the top, the Pharisees were coming against Yahushua, who you call Jesus Christ, about his disciples eating with unwashed hands. You see what I'm saying? So it's not what actual food that it wasn't. He wasn't talking about the actual food that they were eating. He was speaking of because it was a oral tradition of the Pharisees to wash your hands before you eat.
Well,
you have to read the account. You have to read the whole account, and you also have to read the parallel because the parallel is in Mark and it's in Luke. So you have to read both accounts, and both accounts tell you that he wasn't speaking of food. He was speaking for disciples not eating with unwashed hands.
You still go to church?
Yeah, sure.
That's the problem. That's why you're coming up here and you're inquiring because something in your spirit is telling you you're looking for the truth. All right.
I think
Lord,
I have the truth.
think so?
That's it. Let's close out.
No, we're gonna close out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you good.
No, we're about to close out. Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Come back next Saturday. All right, Lord willing, is edifying. We're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
and double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and salutation to the elect. Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala. Trying to get saved, brother.
Yeah, brother, but she got to humble down a little bit. Like, I don't care what the world, like, that's the whole thing. She might be. Oh my God! Oh yeah, I saw what you called that. Yeah, but that's she doing a whole bunch of this and that, bro.
Once
that's
you
why
hear, I feel like they're not gonna get it. You blocking the scriptures when you constantly say what you feel.
Yeah.
What you feel don't fucking matter.
That's the thing.
I feel like you'll never get past the parent level. That's everything she quoted is what she heard.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you said, it was this verse, that verse. What about a little bit of love in the shower?
And that's what Christians do, bro. They say a whole bunch of questions and they don't let you, you know what I'm saying?
Know that she was defending shrimp.
Right, that's what I'm saying. She wasn't listening to herself. What was coming out of her own mouth was fire. That's what defiles her.
I mean, and it is what it is, bro. We showed you the precepts. You know what I'm saying? And now that's why I say, hey, this book ain't filled with emotion, man. It's you gonna do it or not. Bro, I knew you gonna claim her, bro.
Visitors in one camp. That's the spirit from the Lord, though. Because if we wasn't built up for nobody to walk up, Lord wouldn't send nobody.